So you want to become a Nikke streamer or just a Nikke player. In this video, I'm going to be giving you the tips and tricks that I've learned over the last 2 years playing Nikke Goddess of Victory so that you can have the best time playing the game, and more importantly for the streamers out there, streaming the game possible. The intention of this video is not to teach you how to play the game, but rather to give you pointers, tips and tricks with regards to the game Goddess of Victory Nikke. Pointer number 1. When you first install the game Goddess of Victory Nikke, whether you're installing it on PC or mobile, the game will first ask you which language you want the voices to be in. The options available as of January 2025 are English, Japanese and Korean. Now, all three of these languages work well. There are some people who have the preconceived notion that the English voice dub for animes tend to be bad, overacting and stuff. Kisama! I will kill you now! But don't worry, the English voice acting is actually very good in this game. So please feel free to just choose whatever you like. The titles at the bottom of the screen will still be in English. You can go to your settings and change the audio language you want. So you're not locked in to English, Japanese or Korean at any point. Pointer number 2. If you're a streamer and this is the first time you're streaming the game, don't forget to install the game first before the stream begins and open the game once. This will allow the game to download all the assets from the server to make your game up to date. The first time you're installing the assets, you will need about 15 GB of hard drive space for all the assets to be downloaded. So if you don't want to be stuck on the downloading screen while your entire stream is watching you, pre-download that stuff. Pointer number 3. You don't actually need to look at guides for this game. Nikke Goddess of Victory is very easy at the beginning of the game. The starting tutorial missions do a great job of introducing the mechanics of the game. And more importantly, you don't want to be spoiled about the story of the game. Personally, I think that Nikke Goddess of Victory is best experienced first time completely blind. Don't know anything about the game, just go straight into it. You'll have a great time. Pointer number 4. If you're playing Nikke on your phone and find yourself facing very bad lag while playing the game, here are my graphic recommendations. Right here at the top right hand corner, using these 4 squares, you click that and you can click settings and then graphics. Even though those settings sound like the game might look like doo-doo, the truth of the matter is that for most players you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Check this out. Tip number 5. If you're playing this game on PC, rest assured you're in good hands. One of my friends is running Nikke Goddess of Victory on a 12-year-old PC with 0 graphic card. To be honest, I don't understand how that works, but it seems like I didn't even know it was possible to run a PC without a graphics card, but it turns out you can play Nikke Goddess of Victory on it. Although that being said, if you're streaming the game on Streamlabs or OBS or any of those other streaming software, chances are you're gonna be fine, don't worry about it. Tip number 6. Here are some general gameplay recommendations. Under the settings tab, there is this page that says Battle. This is where you can control all the actual gameplay content of the game. Feel free to tweak all of these things to your own liking. However, I would like to point out 2 specific settings. Towards the middle bottom of the page, there is a Change Nikkes automatically during auto combat setting. You probably want to turn this off to never. That makes learning the game very difficult, because from time to time the game will automatically switch from character to character, and when you first start playing this game, it's sometimes a little bit confusing with all the explosions and bullets and things shooting on the screen to understand what caused what to happen. The second setting I would like to point out is this bottom UI transparency setting. Having it at 100 allows you to see all your different characters and ammo and health bars perfectly clearly. Whereas if you decide to set your bottom UI transparency to 0, you can see none of the stats down here. Depending on the type of player that you are, you will have different users for that bottom UI transparency slider. I personally leave mine at 50%. Pointer number 7. Here are some tips that are specifically designed for streamers. Pointer A. Don't worry about copyrighted music all music within the game of Goddess of Victory Nikke is copyright free, except for this one song right here titled Headless Angel, which is a song that you probably won't hear in the first 50 hours of playing this game. Pointer B. With Nikke Goddess of Victory's reputation as a booty shooter game, you might be worried that your videos get age restricted. Don't worry, there's no straight up nudity in this game, and while there are fan servicey character designs, there's nothing in this game that will get you like straight up age restricted. I'll tell you the truth though, sometimes they do seem to get very close to that line. Ooh, what's this? Fan service? Thank you. Finally, pointer C. Nikke Goddess of Victory starts off in windowed mode. I know there are some streamers out there that prefer playing the game full screen on a second display. However, there doesn't seem to be a way to turn it into full screen until after you get through the tutorial missions. I personally play the game on mobile. However, if you play the game on PC and want the game to be full screen, go to your settings, graphics, screen mode, full screen. It's right there. Tip number 8 on the topic of the gacha system in Goddess of Victory Nikke. Over here, there's a recruit system. Boop, you click that button. This right here is your premium currency. This is the gems, and each pool takes up 300 gems. So a 10 pool will require 3000 gems. Next up, we have this advanced recruit ticket. The advanced recruit ticket is this rainbow looking square thingy thing. Each of this is worth 1 pool free. Next up, there is also an ordinary recruit ticket. Each of these is worth 1 pool as well on the ordinary recruit banner. Now, in most games, I know that the ordinary recruit banner turns out to be kinda useless and stuff, because new characters do not enter the ordinary recruit banner. However, in Nikke, new characters are always added to the ordinary recruit banner. In fact, after your first 40 pools on the ordinary recruit banner, this tab will appear, the wishlist tab. Using the wishlist tab, you will be able to add characters that you want to get into this banner, thus making the pool of characters that you can pull smaller. Each pool that you do on a Red Up banner gets you one of these golden mileage tickets, and each pool that you do on an ordinary recruit banner gets you one of these silver mileage tickets. While there isn't a pity system in Nikke Goddess of Victory, using the golden recruit tickets, you have a pseudo PT system in the game. 200 of these golden tickets allows you to immediately buy and exchange and purchase one Nikke that you want. The silver tickets can be used for these other characters right here. However, you can only use the silver tickets for dupes of existing characters that you have rather than the first copy of a character that you have. The chance of getting a 5-star character or an SSR character in the case of our game is 4%, with a 50-50 to get the Red Up character on Red Up banners. Which brings us to the cash shop. Now, all of this looks very confusing and very overwhelming. In fact, I've seen many streamers decide to give up and just go straight to this gems page to buy gems to do their pools. However, this is a fatal mistake. Do not buy gems directly in this game. This tab right here, the $69 tab, will get you about 41 pools, and that's only on the first time that you buy it. That's a cost of about $2 per 1 pool. Insane! However, if it's your intention to get a small amount of pools for the first time, you should be checking out this tab right here, the special beginner support tab. For $1, you can get 10 ordinary recruitment pools, and for $5, there is a one-time single purchase of 10 special recruitment tickets over here. You'll see that this is not that. That's because I actually bought the $5 package. After buying that, if you still want to buy more, you want to spend more cash, this is the next thing that is of great value. For $20, you can get 20 pools right here. 15 on a special recruit banner, and 5 more on whichever banner you want. The packages on this first tab right here are definitely worth way more value than the ones on this tab right here. Don't buy this, it's a bad idea. And finally, tip number 9. Have fun. Nikke Goddess of Victory is a very easy game to learn with a very high skill ceiling if you want to get sweaty with it. There are very little pay to win elements in this game, and if you're coming from some other gacha games, you might find that this game is way more generous than you're used to. At the beginning of the game, you'll be pulling characters non-stop. Yeah, let's do a 10 pull, let's do a 10 pull, let's do a 10 pull. And the story in this game is a fantastic adventure. Welcome to Nikke Goddess of Victory, and have a good stay. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Good night.
I'm the DJ Lord, I'm DJ Lord, I'm DJ Lord. Jiggle physics, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle physics, jiggle. 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 Jiggle physics, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle physics.